Tested my credit and boosted it up. You ain't running plays, you ain't one of us. Meeting with lenders, gaining they trust. 100K funding, that ain't enough.
All right, y'all. So today I'm gonna teach y'all how to properly structure y'all LLCs so y'all could be able to get access to $200,000 in funding this year, 2025. So when we think about LLCs, the first thing we think about is the name. So you want to have a non-risky name to the lenders. So risky names would include anything that has to do with real estate, anything that has to do with credit repair, anything that has to do with any type of gambling services, cannabis, those are red flags. So what you want to do is you want to have a general based or general type of name for your company, such as solutions, enterprises, holdings. You want to have something that's general and it doesn't just box your LLC in when it comes to funding. Yes, you can get funded with a real estate LLC, but you're gonna be limited. Yes, you can get funded with trucking, but you're gonna be limited. You're gonna get low limits. You're not gonna get that $75,000 that Chase has to offer. You're not gonna get the whole $50,000 that Citizens has to offer. So that's the first thing we want to think about is the name, y'all. When we start our LLCs. So the next thing you want to do is you want to go on your state website. So, for example, we're going to use New York. New York State has their own website, nys.gov. So if you're from Cali, y'all know y'all website, ca.gov. Every state has its own website. So what you're going to do is you're going to go on that website. You're going to type in the search bar LLC, and something should pop up that says start your limited liability company today. So you're gonna sign up for that. It's only about $200 in New York. Every state varies. Every state varies. So I know Texas is about $300. See what I'm saying? So every state varies. So that's what you want to look into first. You're going to go on that website. You're going to create your LLC. They're going to give you something called the Articles of Organization just to really make sure your business is in good standings. The banks will be asking for this paperwork. So when you go to make a business check-in or a business savings, this is what you're going to need. You're going to need that document. What you're going to do next is you're going to go on irs.gov, and this is where you're going to get your free EIN number from. They're going to give you a free EIN number, y'all. So what you're going to do with that EIN number is they're going to give you a document too. And this is from the IRS, y'all. This is like your social security number for your LLC. So this is how they're able to tax you, and this is how you're able to get funding. Same way you would with your SSN, you can with your EIN now. So you need that document. So as long as you got those two first documents that I just mentioned, the articles of organization, and you have your EIN paper, you can go to any bank in the U.S. and create a business bank account. Any banks that offer banking like that, business check-ins or business accounts. So those are the first steps that you want to take. So now that you got those documents in order, what you want to do next is you want to list your business. So now we got to make you findable to the banks and reachable. So you want to list yourself on Google. You want to list yourself on Yelp. You want to list yourself on Bing. You want to go on listyourself.net. Those are the websites you want to list yourself on so the banks can be able to find you and they can reach you if they need to. You want to also go on Google Maps. And you want to start getting reviews. So those are 4 things that you need to start with to be able to properly structure your LLC to be able to get this $200,000. What we want to do next is we want to look just like these companies, y'all, these big companies. So we want to have our email on point. We want to have our phone number on point. We want to have our website. So these are the important, y'all. So we can go and get our business email from GoDaddy.com. They will create us a website, and you know you can use AI now. Like you can literally probably go on ChatGPT right now and ask them to create you a whole website, at least a template, and then you can have somebody else come in and edit it from Fiverr. Everything's in our hands now, y'all. But yeah, so GoDaddy.com for the email. They're gonna give you a business email. You gotta buy a domain, and then now you'll get something like support at ABC Solutions LLC, info at abcenterprises.com. So that's the type of email that you wanna have, because if you think about it, if Apple contacts you, it's usually support at apple.com or something like that. So that's how you want to look. We want to look just like them. And then now when it comes to the phone numbers, when we get these calls from big companies, what's usually the first numbers that you see? It's 800. So we want to have an 800 number. Banks are going to take us more serious. It's going to be better for lending purposes and funding. And then what you want to do next is you want to have now. I didn't even get to tell y'all yet. Hold on. Let's bring it back a little. I'm gonna tell y'all where to get the business phone number from. Y'all gonna get y'all business phone number from Call 8. You can go to Call 8 or you can go to Freedom Voice. Me personally, I use Freedom Voice. So that's where y'all want to get that from. And then also y'all want to get y'all business address. And right now, what's going on is these banks don't not like the registered agents no more. They haven't been liking the virtual addresses. So what I would tell y'all to do is actually just go get a little office space. You could find one in your city, $200 a month, $300 a month. It's going to be worth it in the long run, because a lot of people, they approvals are going through though, but some banks are not. They're not liking the virtual addresses unless it's actually an official virtual address that looks like a real commercial building. So when y'all are getting these virtual addresses and stuff, y'all need to make sure it's a real commercial building. And then now when y'all get registered agents too, y'all have to look at where this registered agent is located, because a lot of banks are googling certain registered agent addresses, and they're like, hold on, I don't. They're not liking it. Whatever they see, they don't like. So we want to avoid that. The best thing to do is go get a brick and mortar, $200 a month, $300 a month. I don't care if you got to get a little cubicle, but that's going to look better in a corporate space, in a corporate mind, and from a corporate view. So we want to look just like that when we create our LLC, so we can be able to get access to funding. And then now here's a bonus for y'all. I got to give y'all this bonus. So everything that I just named for y'all, that's how y'all is going to structure y'all LLCs to be able to get access to 200K in funding. And now I'm gonna tell you what banks to join. So now while y'all structuring your LLCs, and you might have the perfect personal credit, here's what banks you're gonna get with. You're gonna get with Chase. Why do you get with Chase? Chase is offering $75,000, 0% interest, business funding for 12 to 18 months on one credit card. And you can get two. So they're giving up to $150,000 just on that end. So what you want to do next is you want to rock with, we want to get with Bank of America. So now you might want some business vehicles. You already got the business credit card from Chase. Now what you want to do is you want to get the vehicles. So now we're going to go to Bank of America. We want to build a relationship with them for at least 90 days before we ask for a product from them. And you want to have exceptional personal credit. You want to look good. You want to look good before you actually asking for anything. But that's how you're gonna get that. That's how you're gonna get the business auto loans with Bank of America. And then what other bank you want to build a relationship with is Citizens and Truist. Citizens and Truist. But Citizens, I'm gonna tell you about Citizens. They're not a national bank, y'all. So if you're not in the footprints, neither is Truist. You have to be in the footprints. And a lot of people are talking about foreign entities. You have to call these banks nowadays and ask them if they're foreign entity friendly. Because a lot of banks are not. They don't care if you got a foreign entity. If you're not in these footprints of the states, you can't get in. And you're probably wondering, what is a foreign entity? This is the form that you have to file. Let's say I'm from New York and I want to do business in Georgia. I would have to get a foreign filing from Georgia to be able to do business over there. Because they have Truist out there. So if I wanted to go to Truist, I would call Truist, ask them if they're foreign entity friendly, and then I would know my decision on making that move or not. And you're going to call all the banks that you want to do business with and ask them that same question. But that's what you want to do, y'all. Y'all want to get on top of that to be able to get access to $200,000 in funding with your LLC, and this is how you properly structure your LLC. And those are a couple banks that y'all should get with. Just start building a relationship with those banks. So yeah, y'all, that's some game for y'all. Like, subscribe, tap in, man. We got a lot of more gems coming. Let's get it, y'all.
Crashing my credit and boosted it up. You ain't run a plays, you ain't one of us. Meeting with lenders, gaining they trust. 100K funding, that ain't enough.